YouTube.
Hey everybody, Peter here, and we got Cory with us tonight.
Hey, Cory. Hey, Peter. How's it going?
Oh man, absolutely fantastic. We had a great day today. You can see behind Cory the 50 billion token giveaway. Had a great day with that. We're going to be doing it again tomorrow. So if you guys want to join us tomorrow, that would be fantastic. It is tomorrow. Cory, you want to give them the time real quick on when we're running this thing tomorrow? 11 PDT.
Oh, tomorrow. Yep, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. PDT.
And where's the
We
best
will be
place,
running
buddy,
this
for them to
Zoom.
go get the link to it, to the Zoom room? Where's the best place for them to go?
Come on over to our Telegram channel. True Badger Official.
And
Check us
we've
out.
got
You'll
it
find us
pinned,
right
guys,
there.
but you may have to go through a couple pins. So if you go, just keep going until you get there. Because as with things come up each day, we keep pinning them. New things, new stuff, but it is pinned in the post. If you don't know how to do that, you just click on the pin post once, twice, three times, right? Every time you click on it, it's going to go to the next pin post, the next pin post, the next pin post, the next. I didn't know to do that. So somebody had come along and said, hey, go look at the pin post. And it took me a little bit to figure out that you could go see all the previous ones just by keep clicking on it and keep going through that side of it. So just wanted to make sure that people know how to do that. So what are we doing here today, buddy? We're going to answer some questions. We're going to dance. Is this a singing competition on a thing or something?
We did a lot of dancing earlier, but I can always go for another round of dancing. Today we're going to do our Tuesday night AMA, and I'm going to scavenger through our live here, and I am going to see what we got going on. But thought we might just do a little update of where we're at going into the fresh week here. We had a lot of activity going on and some pretty big milestones today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We had some great stuff happen today. Went over $21 million market cap. Looks like that's holding pretty good. We increased our liquidity over 5,100 in BNB in our LP pool. So those are all great things that are happening. So I guess what we can do is talk a little bit about True Badger for the new people that don't know what True Badger is. You guys will see behind me, you've got Truman there, and then you've got this guy, creepy looking guy sitting at the computer, looking like he's doing something nefarious. Why do we have that behind me? And the reason why is that is actually one of the reasons why we put True Badger together. And one of our goals is to create products, to create platforms that defeat these creepy people, the one behind me with the mask on and in front of the computer, people that hide behind digital technology and steal from people, right? And are in this space rampantly right now. So one of our first projects that we built is Catapult Swap. I'll get into that in a second. It is a bot defeater that will create, that helps solve a problem that I know myself. Cory, we did an interview yesterday with Cowboy Crypto, and he had the same thing happen. We actually brought up one of the tokens, and he said, yeah, I paid $8 for those, right? Because it was hit by bots, and they proved that it was hit by bots. They did a whole analysis of it. So bots drove up that price. Hardworking, innocent people came along and purchased it. And of course, it harmed them from, actually having the real marketplace determine it. So, all right. So True Badger, what is True Badger? True Badger is a cryptocurrency built on the Binance Smart Chain. So we are a BSC token, which is a very fast transaction time, of course, backed by Binance, which is the biggest exchange in the world. So that's all good stuff that's happening on the chain. We are a deflationary reflection utility token. I know that's a mouthful, right? It's simple. Deflationary means that with each purchase of our tokens, or once we get on a regular exchange right now, any swap with our tokens, whether it's what I call a negative or a positive swap. And, I think that maybe CZ has a different opinion of that. What's a negative and what's a positive? His positive would probably be from our token to BNB. My positive is from BNB to True Badger token, right? That's a positive swap. A negative swap is True Badger to BNB, right? Because True Badger is a buy and hold and accumulate, and we're going to explain to you how we why that is, right? We're not just saying it because it's our token and we did it. There's reasons for holding the True Badger token. And we're going to get into that a little bit tonight. So what we're going to do is I'll talk for a few minutes, guys, lay out what True Badger is, and then I'm going to open up for some questions. Listen, I want some tough questions. So guys, put your thinking cap on, ask us the questions, AMA, ask me anything, and we're going to get you the answer. We did a great interview yesterday, like I said, with the Cowboy Crypto. He asked some great questions. We were able to really get into depth about what True Badger is. And by the time we're done with it, well, it's kind of like a movie. I don't know if I can tell you the end of it, right? You got to watch the review and then you know what he said at the end of it, right? So I don't want to ruin that part of it. But so deflationary means that on every transaction with us, 1% of that transaction. So on every transaction, there's a fee. It's a 10% fee. When I first heard of these type of tokens, I was a little weary about it. But then I realized that the entire fee goes to the benefit of token holders. And that's when I said, this is brilliant. So 1% of that 10, so 10% of the 10, 1% total, goes to deflate the token, meaning those go into a wallet. And unlike most projects out there, most projects do what are called auto burns. And that sounds pretty exciting, right? I mean, hey, as soon as the token's done a transaction, it burns it right away, sends it over to wallet. We understand the power of community in cryptocurrency and the blockchain right now and into the future. And so what we do is we have weekly burn parties. And so right now, what I'd love to do is invite you to tomorrow night's burn party. Cory's going to tell you right now how you can find, and he's probably going to say go to Telegram and click on the pinned post. But Cory, how do they find our burn party, where to go tomorrow night?
Even easier tomorrow. You're going to go tomorrow at 7 p.m. PDT. You're going to go to right here where we are. We're going to have a live burn party on our YouTube channel here at True Badger channel. We're going to go live. We're going to have an incredible time. If you guys missed last week's, you're going to definitely want to see this week's. But yeah, also go to the Telegram because you're going to find a lot of stuff there.
That's
a lot of kind of our hub are there, and our Discord channel are kind of our hubs as of right now.
So guys, when we talk about a party, we have live DJ music. We do some type of contest, right, where somebody can win some tokens. It's actually a party. And then at the end of it, we burn some tokens, right? It's pretty, we'll have some type of a video presentation that we've had created to represent that burn. We'll move them over to the wallet. We all celebrate because there's less tokens in the marketplace. So how does deflationary work? It's really simple. Our market cap, let's say today, is a little over 21 million. We have X amount of tokens. Tomorrow, we're going to take some of those tokens out of the marketplace. So we'll still have a 21 million or hopefully higher market cap. We have less tokens representing that market cap. Market cap is really simple. It's the number of tokens and the price per token multiplied together comes up with a total, and that is the market cap that is available. So less tokens are going to basically hopefully rise the value of it and start moving it in that direction. That is the goal of it. So that's the deflationary side. The reflection side is extremely exciting. So 3% of the total of that tax, so 30% of the 10, but 3% goes to reflection. Now, what's reflection? Well, maybe if haven't been in the space at all, this is still probably going to help you. But it's essentially like staking your tokens, but you don't need to send them to somebody else's wallet or someplace else in order to stake them. You're going to keep them in your wallet, MetaMask, Binance wallet, or into Trust Wallet, any of those wallets. And what's going to happen is reflection's going to just keep coming back to you every time there's a transaction. Let's say there's a $10,000 transaction, $300 of that in True Badger tokens is going to get split up between every single person holding True Badger tokens at that time. So that means now you have more tokens. There's less tokens in the marketplace because we're burning them, and the value is going up. That basically means what? You're gaining, you're winning. So in a sense, it's almost like, I would point out, it's almost like having a savings bond or something, right? Where it's, going up in value. This is just on a continuous basis. So the more volume we have, the more reflection that goes out, the more that you're going to benefit. And of course, hopefully if it's positive volume, then the price is going to rise for our token. And it has continued to do that since we launched. I'm going to brag a little bit, guys, because I'm really excited about it. I look at our chart, and usually every night I keep going out and I keep trying to find a token with a similar chart as ours. Okay, so we took off in the first hour. We went to about a $12-14 million market cap, somewhere right in there. It stayed 14 for a little tiny bit, came back down to 12. Since then, it has continued to go up all the way across the board with some small downs, but then up a new high. Some small downs, a new high. Our biggest down, sadly enough, is one of our members used an offline wallet, got tricked into giving up his seed phrases, and a large amount of their tokens were taken from them, and that was dumped in the marketplace. That's our biggest drop, I believe, that we've had. And that was a very sad moment. But again, our chart is fantastic across the board. And every time we can get somebody who understands the industry that's been in it a while, they look at it and they just cannot believe the stability of our token. And the reason why is, I'm going to go back to, I said this just a few minutes ago. We understand where the real value in this space is. You've got to have great technology, and we do, and innovative technology. But really, it's the community, the token holders, whether they're have what are called paper hands. And Cory, maybe you can explain to people what paper hands are.
I certainly can if I can come off mute. Yeah, it's just when people get, fudded or scared in the market, and then they sell their tokens off.
And what are diamond hands?
Diamond hands, we're diamond hands. It's the hodler, is the one that will hold no matter what and stay true to the token.
And so last night, when we did the interview with Cowboy Crypto, he asked that question. And that's really what I should have said, is that our base token holders, the first few thousand people we brought in, they have diamond hands. They're holding because they believe in the future of what we're going to build. And I'm going to explain that future a little bit. And hopefully you guys catch a hold of the same thing that they have. That's the stability of our token. It is not that we're doing some funky thing out there, because there are people doing funky stuff out there. It is simply, we have people that believe in where we're headed to, and they've decided to not just purchase the token to make a quick buck, but they've decided to purchase the token to ride along with us and go on this journey to 50 million, 100 million, 500 million, a billion, and then beyond. Okay. All right. So reflection, 3% goes back to your wallets. All you got to do is have it in your wallet and you're going to get it. 100% of everybody who has tokens gets that reflection. Okay. Goes out to everybody. The next part of our tokenomics is LP. We put 4% in there. That is the biggest percentage. Why? Because we wanted to build a cement floor, right, to our token, meaning it has a great foundation, right? So, and our foundation is strong. Right now, 5,100 BNB that is in our liquidity pool. And every time there's a transaction, 4% of that transaction is put into that liquidity pool in BNB. So that continues to grow, giving a bigger and stronger base to the bottom of the token. So that's the LP side. And now we get to the final two pools that we have, which is 1% each of the 10, right? So, or 10% of the 10, 1% of the 10%. And that is our marketing wallet, and that is our innovation wallet. These are the two most important, because I believe that that building value behind the token. Right now, man, there's some hype out there. There's some tokens selling for tremendous amounts of money, and I think a lot of it is simply hype. They don't have real assets behind it. They don't have real revenue behind it. It's just simply people love the token, and that is value, but it's not the type of value that we'd like to build with True Badger. We'd like to build the kind of value that when you look at it, you can justify the market cap, right? You can justify the value of the token because it's based on revenue, assets, trademarks, patents, whatever it may be behind the token, right? Value that we provide to service, so to society from the stuff that we develop. And I'm going to talk about a couple of those things that we're working on. So 1% goes into our innovation fund. That fund today already has 6 figures in tokens in it. So we have literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, we crossed the hundreds of thousands of dollars to use to develop products to build value behind True Badger. And I'm going to talk about those. We also have a marketing fund because you've got to get the word out for True Badger. A matter of fact, if you look behind Cory, 50 billion tokens being given out, we decided that our community could help us with marketing. Token holders could help us with marketing. And that's what we did today. We gave away 50 billion tokens to our community holders for simply sharing True Badger out through text, through Facebook, through all kinds of different ways. And guess what? You're like, man, I wish I would have been there. Great. Your wish is going to come true. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., we're doing it again. And then Thursday, right? Tomorrow's, Wednesday, Thursday, we're doing it again at 8 a.m. in the morning PDT. So 11 tomorrow, 8, we're doing it 2 more times. And guess what? We are seeing results from this already. So we're going to be scheduling some more dates. So there'll be other chances for you to come on and help promote True Badger and get yourself some True Badger tokens in the process. These are some of the things that we do that are different than what most other projects are doing out there. So let's jump into what we're doing with the Innovation Fund. So the first project that we built actually, so when we first went to go launch True Badger, we set it up, got it launched, and before we could take it to the masses, a bot jumped in and ran the price up to $30 million market cap. We said, whoa, if our people would have been in there, they all would have been hurt. We didn't, so nobody got hurt. We were able to close that contract down, start over again. We said, we can't have that happen again. I'm not having people buy our token and then have it go down the next day to $1 million and have these people get hurt. So we met with a development team and they said, we've got a solution. And together we put together something called Catapult Swap. We utilized Catapult Swap to get True Badger going. And boy, did it work, right? Go look at our chart. If you want to know if what we've built works, go look at our chart. And in a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to launch a second token and you're going to see it work again. And these are I would say these are our beta runs, okay? Once that one is completed, we'll make a few other tweaks to it because we're making some changes right now, some improvements to what we did the first time. Then we will bring it to the public. And our goal will be to do about 2 or 3 what we call premium or premier swaps a week. We're starting on the Binance Smart Chain, but within a very short period of time, we'll also be doing these for ERC20 tokens, and then eventually for Polygon and for some of the other projects that are out there. So we're going to expand this thing in a big way. How does that benefit True Badger? Well, a portion of all the revenue that it generates goes back to the True Badger Foundation, and then the True Badger Foundation, through its voting mechanism governance, which we're putting into place. It'll take us about 6 months to get that done. In the meantime, though, any money that's collected, we already have some for some swag that we've done. It's a few $100s. That will be in next week's burn. So I will take those few $100s, I'll buy tokens off the marketplace, and we'll add those to the burn function of that. So every time Catapult Swap brings in some revenue, a percentage of that goes over to True Badger, and we utilize that right now to buy and burn tokens off the marketplace. As well, when Catapult Swap comes out with its native token, they will also offer a percentage of their tokens to be airdropped to the True Badger holders, okay? So you will, by being a True Badger, this is why I said, guys, the reason why you want to have diamond hands, the reason why you want to hold True Badger is this is only one of the projects that we're going to launch. So you'll receive an airdrop, right, of that. And then we'll get that project up and running to do from there. We're also working on a project in the NFT space. It's innovative. It's great. We're working on some huge deals. I'm not going to get into a lot of it. That will be coming shortly after that. So we're going to do one more beta test on a Catapult Swap. That will happen sometime in July. The official launch will be in August, okay? July, August. Our official launch of our NFT project will be in the first 2 weeks of August. So in the next 6 to 7 weeks, we'll be launching 2 projects that will begin to generate. Same thing with our NFT project. It generates revenue. It gives some back to the True Badger Foundation. True Badger then takes that, uses it right now to burn tokens. Eventually, governance will decide what gets done with that. And there's all kinds of things that can be done with it, right? It can be donated. It can be used to do another project. There's all kinds of things. And we're going to put that out to token holders. Again, why token hold? Airdrops, reflection, governance, right? The decision-making ability, and all the other stuff that we're going to do. And that is just the beginning. We've got about 4 other projects that we're looking at doing that will roll out. We won't roll them all out at the same time. One is a piece of trading software that we're building right now that will be very unique in its own. And I got to tell you, I've looked at the layout of it. Oh my goodness gracious. Now, we have another team building that with a partnership that we have with Digibot. So that is going to be built there. And then we've got our other 2 projects that our blockchain experts are working on in order to get those 2 projects up and running. So we're going to be delivering on some great stuff. True Badger is not a meme coin. Somebody might put us in that category, but we're not a meme coin. We're not here to entertain or create value the way memes do. We are here to build serious value behind this token by creating products and services that other people will benefit from. And guess what? They will exchange some form of money, commerce to us, assets to us for providing those services. And that is where the strength beyond this community, beyond what we're building right now, which is stronger than any other community out there by the numbers. There's bigger communities that look like they're stronger, but by the numbers, there is no community stronger than True Badger right now. So when you make the decision to become part of True Badger and join us, you're joining the strongest community by percentage-wise, by the size of it that exists right now in the blockchain space. And guess what? We're going to get to their numbers. And when we do get to their numbers, you will be part of the strongest and biggest community on the planet. That is our goal. That is what we're working on accomplishing. And you'll see it not in just us saying it. Saying it is one thing. Doing something is different. How are we doing it? I've already mentioned a few of them. Burn parties. Not just an auto burn. Us getting together. In October, we will have an event in Las Vegas, a 1-day True Badger event. Because I want to get to know you. I want to see you. I want to shake your hands, right? I want to understand what it is that you, why you own True Badger. You don't own True Badger because he's cute, right? Truman's cute. You own it because you want it to change your life financially. You will buy it if you don't already own it because you want it to have a financial impact on your life. I'd like to know, what is that financial impact? Because that's what gets us up in the morning. That's what gets us to drive this thing and move it forward. Is we understand that the reason for people to get this token is because they want their dreams to come true. They want to pay off the house. They want to pay off their credit cards. They want to go on that dream vacation. They want to put their kids through college. They want to take care of mom and dad as they're aging. Some of us, I've heard it a couple of times, I want to buy mom a house, right? That's fantastic. Let's drive True Badger. Let's grow it. You guys in the early days would support by getting more people involved, by getting involved yourself, and then we'll go out and create that value together, and we'll create an amazing results. So with that, guys, I'm going to stop talking until Cory asks me a question, and then I'm going to answer those questions.
Nice, Peter. Thank you so much for that. We got a few questions here. We're going to roll through them here. All right. So the first one is, let's see, let me scroll back up. With SafeMoon launching their Ethereum bridge today, I'd love to hear what Peter's thoughts are on a similar scenario for True Badger. Could an Ethereum bridge be in the cards?
So let me tell you guys, we are already talking with probably one of the leaders in cross-chain. A matter of fact, that's one of, we started to talk to them about our NFT project. If we are able to deliver on what I believe we can, our NFT marketplace and our NFTs will be able to be done in all kinds of different things. So definitely, we see the future of the blockchain being you can use any cryptocurrency at any time, as long as there's value behind it, for people to go ahead and exchange that. So yes, we will be doing lots of cross-chain stuff. A matter of fact, right now we're looking at taking a portion we hold, True Badger holds for liquidity purposes, tokens. We're talking about exchanging some of those out and maybe going on to Matic and Polygon or one of the other chains. So True Badger will have the BS token, and then we'll have some additional tokens, still keeping the market, the quantity in the marketplace the same, but we'll broaden that out where we'll be on multiple chains for people to be able to purchase True Badger tokens on multiple chains. And we wouldn't be the first to do that. There's other ones right now where you can buy them on Ethereum and you can buy them on Binance Smart Chain or maybe on Matic or some of the other ones. We're just going to join in that class and have multiple places where you can purchase tokens.
Fantastic. Next question is, when will the contract audit be available?
You know what? I think all we're waiting for is then to put it on the website. So the audit is completed. We passed the audit, no problem, flying colors there. I will have to check on that. Thank you for reminding me. I was supposed to do that yesterday and I just ran out of time to see when they'll put the contract up on that. It was done by TechRate, one of the well-known audit companies out there, and we did pass the audit, no problem. So that will be coming out. I would say in the next day or two, guys, we'll get that up there and have that available. Just so you know, our lead person that works on the website, he's getting married today, right? He's in the Philippines. He's getting married today. So, that's kind of been a little bit of the holdup here in the last couple of days is I think when you're getting ready to get married, it kind of occupies a little bit of your time. So he'll be out of pocket for a few days here on his honeymoon. He's going to be back by Monday, but we're going to get his partner to get that. He's working on getting that report on the website.
All right, with BNB used for True Badger liquidity, we see the True Badger price and market cap rise and fall when BNB goes up and down. Will True Badger forever be linked to BNB in this way, or might it become independent in the future?
Yeah, so here in the next couple of weeks, guys, we'll start another liquidity pool for True Badger, which will be in BUSD. It'll be a smaller liquidity pool, but we will begin to start doing some in BUSD, which is their stable coin, to move it forward. As I said, we're going to be moving on to another chain. So we'll start, of course, that chain, when that happens, will be in that token as well. Our plans are over the next, and it's not going to be in months, guys, but over the next year or two, is to build our own standalone blockchain and have it to where it's on our chain, our native tokens, and where we're able to then go out. I talked about this a little bit in our interview yesterday. I believe in decentralization, but I also believe in decency and trying to protect people. And I believe you can accomplish both. I believe you can be decentralized, but build in protections to stop scam artists from putting scam coins up there. We would like to build that blockchain that is still decentralized in the way that it operates and functions, but not allow, put some protections in place to maybe not completely eliminate the scam artists, but lower that by making it more difficult for them to get into the marketplace. So eventually we will not be connected to BNB completely because we'll still be on there. We'll also have our chain as well as other chains that we're involved with. And we will have the liquidity pool in BUSD.
Beautiful. All right, the next one is, how much will CoinMarketCap listing help our token?
So that's a great question. And that really falls on us as a community, okay? Some tokens, it has no effect. It's like it fell on dead ears. And then there's the few, and let me put it this way. Most tokens, it has very little effect on because all it is a listing. The tokens, the communities that engage and go out and share it with the world, they have a little bit better ones. And then occasionally, there are the ones that just go like a rocket ship. And the reason why is the day they go up, they get enough exposure to be in that 100, 200, 300% growth, 400% growth. And that grabs people's attention because it goes in the top 20 or on the trending list. And that can give us that real power. That's the reason for the event we had today. The reason for the event tomorrow. The reason for the event the following day after that. We're meeting with some great marketing people to get exposure on that day when we go out there. So please, please, please share this with as many people as possible, because if we go into that with momentum, the chances of us being the one that really takes off for that day or a couple days of listing, our chances get to be much higher. I believe for us, it can have a major impact because there's so many terrible tokens that are being listed on there, and you know, that really probably shouldn't, right? That I think we can stand out.
Completely agree. Completely agree. So let's see. I heard the UK has shut down BNB and Canada is going to at the end of the year. How would that affect True Badger?
So guys, from what I've seen, they didn't shut down BNB completely. From what I've seen, they've stopped leverage trading, which, by the way, I don't like leverage trading anyway. I think it was one of the worst decisions that has ever been made in the space. Now, of course, I'm not some economic expert, but I think one of the worst things is people being able to trade 100x leverage, 50x leverage. So from my understanding of it, and I haven't had a chance to really dig in, I just listened to somebody who I trust, and they said it has not been banned. It's leverage trading on it has been banned. Now, I will dig into it to see what happens with it. But again, guys, a crypto being banned in one country or two. So I don't know, maybe the regulators haven't heard of VPNs. Maybe they haven't, heard of, the factors that, this is crypto and it's very hard for them to regulate and control. That's why I think the best thing to happen would be is if we as an industry begin to regulate ourselves. And as soon as we get really going here, I hope that we can form some type of an association with the other crypto people, start figuring out how to get the crooks out and figure out how to regulate things to stop people from having rug pulls happen and all that crazy stuff. It's we don't know, right? Bitcoin's been being banned for 10 years now, right? At some point in some time, and it's managed to survive and move forward. Matter of fact, I was listening to somebody talk about it, very knowledgeable. It's the gentleman from Palm Beach Investment Letter. And he was talking about there's never been an asset that's been attacked more than Bitcoin, but yet continues to thrive and survive and continues to get stronger along the way. And I believe that's the entire the crypto space. We do know that BNB has a pretty powerful ally on its side, and that is Binance, right? The largest exchange in the world, which continues to accelerate and move forward. Look, the US regulators have gone after XRP. XRP is still standing, still moving forward, still has a value. And once they settle that, it's going to move on and move forward. So this is anytime you have something that doesn't have a lot of heavy regulation in it, governments and agencies are going to try to figure out how to get their fingers in the pie. And sometimes that causes FUD, there's not much we can do about that. But I don't see in the long run, but we are preparing for it, guys. Okay, if it does, that's why we're going to other chains. That's why we're working on our own chain. That's why we're pushing in these directions. So we are not dependent on any one system in order to move True Badger forward.
Beautiful. Of what value is the foundation to the token holder?
The foundation is the representative to the token holders, meaning in the legal sense, it's hard to say, hey, the token holders own the community, own the system. But a foundation that is put in place to manage and run it can be then have their mission being that they're here for the token holders. That's how Ethereum is set up. It's how DOT is set up. These are set up as foundations, and those foundations have a charter, and that charter says that we're here for Ethereum holders or DOT holders. We'll have the same thing with True Badger. It will also have the decentralization, so the setup of a DAO, and we're trying to find that balance right now between a pure DAO, which is strictly voting and that, where we can put together a balance between bringing the best professionals in the world, and then having the community have say-so and impact on where it's going. So you guys have impact on it, the direction of it, but yet we bring in the best minds in the world to execute, the best marketers, the best programmers, the best people in the world. So we together can build an incredible project that will last way beyond my lifetime and, hopefully well into the future.
Yes. What do you consider as part of your beta testing team, True Badger members who want to contribute?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, guys, you're going to be, that fantastic, right? So just to kind of show you, because I hate just me saying yes, right? It's like, okay, he said yes. We already have BW and AM that are part of our marketing. They're token holders. We brought them in because they were creating value in the community. So if you do want to get involved, the best thing to do is start creating the value some way, some form, some fashion, because those are the people that we're going to rely on, the ones that keep showing up. Because it's easy to say, hey, I want to be a beta tester or help out. And then tomorrow the cat gets sick or something goes wrong and you don't show up. So how do you do it? You show up, you start helping people in the community. You show up on tomorrow's, thing if you can, if you're not working, and you help us drive this thing and you help bring new people to it. So the more active you are, we're going to recognize you. We're going to know that what you're doing. And then those are the people we're going to say, let's get Susan because she's making it happen. Let's get Ron. He's making it happen. And we've already identified some of those people and they are already taking part in what we're doing.
Beautiful. What level of privacy? We've got two more, Peter. What level of privacy, if any, will True Badger aspire to create for token holders and transactions?
So our goal is to figure out in the future, right? And this is a big thing. There are complete privacy coins, and then there's non-privacy coins. We're going to try to figure out how we can deliver for the people that don't need the privacy and for the people who do need the privacy. There's projects like Monero and things like that that are struggling a little bit because of their complete non-privacy side. So there's going to be a time for us to figure that stuff out and straddle it and figure out the best way to do that to benefit all the token holders. Privacy is a tough thing, guys, for the space that it's in, right? And so hopefully we'll be able to figure that stuff out. So as we get moving, as right now we've got this coin launch token, we've been focused on that. Now we start moving into that next phase, and that is getting some of the best people in the token space to start sitting down with them and talking more in depth of what other companies are doing, what other projects are doing, partnering with them. So we've already begun that process. We're working with two companies that have already been well established to do some partnerships on. One is in the ID space, being able to have people have IDs, but yet not say who you are. So utilizing the blockchain for that. Another one is in this cross-chain side of things. So those are two projects, two very established people, brilliant people running them that we're already beginning to talk about partnerships and working with them and moving it forward. So that's as we get into this. The one thing is you're going to get transparency from us. Okay, if we do something and move in a direction, you guys are being the first ones to know. Secondly, through our governance model, the people, the community will have a lot to do with where we go. So we're going to gather up research and we're going to say, guys, here's the good, here's the bad, here's both sides of the issue. Which way would you guys like to go? And then you guys as token holders are going to get to say, I want to go this way. The majority of the token holders, not by numbers, guys, because they'll never be able to buy influence here. Okay. I don't care. You could buy 99% of the tokens, and the 1% that's not owned by you would decide the direction of True Badger and where we're going. We won't allow for wealth to give you power in True Badger. It will be dedication, devotion, the people that are excited about this, the long-term holders. Those are the ones that are going to be able to help us develop and put it together. And we are not at a point where I can say, here's what our governance looks like. Again, we'll be completely transparent. We are working on that. We're beginning the process of looking at other projects with great governance. So our programmers are working on putting together projects. We're already looking at things like PCX, which has some pretty strong governance to it. DOT has a governance. We're looking at other governance tokens and starting to compile that. the way our governance will be set is once we compile all the data, we're going to go through and go, we like this, 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 we like this. All right, here's our governance. We're not going to enact it. We're going to bring it to you guys, token holders. And by that time, we'll have a mechanism in place for you guys to vote. By the way, the longer you've held your tokens, the more sway you're going to have in this vote. If somebody bought tokens the day before the vote, they'll get some say so, but not as much as somebody who purchased and held it the entire time. Maybe some people bought tokens and sold them and bought more and sold them. You're not going to have as much influence as somebody who's held the entire time, okay? And then we'll have you guys give us a vote on the governance side of things. When we come up with a governance that you guys like, so if you guys don't like that, we're going to go back and tweak it, come up with some more ideas, maybe let you guys give us some feedback. Maybe you've seen a project that you do like the governance on. And we'll just keep doing that until we come up with the governance that you guys like. And then we'll have to build technology, software that'll allow us to manage that governance, right? So you have the idea, the concept, and the way you're going to govern, and then software. Once we have it in place, then we'll get the programmers to tell us how long it will take to implement it. And that's when we'll set the date of actually implementing that. We're hoping we can get it done in 6 months. It may take a little longer. If we bring you guys, because what will happen is we'll bring it to you guys. You'll have a time frame to vote. Then we're going to have to go back and redo it. So that might take a couple weeks in between. Another vote. If we do 20 votes, it could take longer. If we can get this right in 1 or 2 votes, then we can possibly move this thing even maybe quicker.
All right, we're 45 minutes in. We've got we've actually got one question left. I just want you to breeze back by something that you mentioned earlier, Peter, about how the token holders will be benefiting from the profits True Badger will make through the upcoming projects.
So revenue, there'll be a revenue share from project to True Badger. That will right now we'll go to buy and burn tokens off the marketplace. Of course, what are we going to do? We're going to pile it in a wallet, and then there's a soft day in the market, right? It's down a little bit. We'll come in and buy them, and those will get burned that week. So we'll keep doing that, right? That gives us a little bit of a catch along the way, as well as each project, because this community is going to get behind them. We'll do an airdrop for us getting behind them of tokens of their new token. So Catapult Swap does a token. You guys are going to, if you're a True Badger holder, you're going to get some Catapult tokens. Our CNP project or NFT project does it. You're going to get some NFT ones. Those will be different percentages, guys, because remember, they have to function and operate. They have to bring in their community. They have to have for staking. They have to have rewards for stuff. So, but it'll be a percentage of those tokens will get airdropped out to our token holders.
Yes, yes, yes. Last question. There is a premium feature on PooCoin that requires you to own some amount of PooCoin in order to use the feature. Will True Badger attempt to monetize this way in the future, requiring token holders in order to utilize a valuable service?
Yeah, so I'm actually one of those people who hold a couple $1,000s worth of PooCoin, so I can have access to those services. It's great because it limits the token, the amount of tokens that are in the marketplace. So it does help stabilize and build. And the answer is absolutely yes. And we'll just implement it with True Badger, but with other projects. We've already talked a little bit about governance, right? How are we going to figure the governance? By who holds tokens. So that's very much a similar type thing, but we will build things that will, the longer you've held, not just the amount, but the longer you've held and the amount that you hold, will come up with some type of formula that allows then for you to benefit by being somebody who's loyal to it. Look, if we can build an army of 500,000 people who are all holders, we can build a tremendous value, hold that value, make this a premium to be a part of, right? And from there, we could build billions in wealth for all of our token holders, as well as launch tremendous projects that are bringing value to society. And ultimately, that's what we want to do. Man, if we build products that are stopping the scam artists from being able to scam people, if we can help one person a day not get scammed that would have gotten scammed, we've created value. But I think we can create stuff that'll stop hundreds of thousands of people from getting scammed. One of the differences too with True Badger is we set up rooms every single day, Zoom rooms, or 6 days a week. And if you want to come there and need to learn how to set up a wallet, or you need to learn how to buy B&B or operate on the Binance Smart Chain or any of that stuff, they're there to help, whether you're a True Badger holder or not. And the reason why we do this is because we want to create value in the entire crypto, entire blockchain space. And by educating people, we can create that. We're actually building a site right now, which will be on our tokenomics, which will be a university, which will walk people through and educate them, not just on our token, but on the entire blockchain space.
Awesome. So we do have a bonus question if you're up for it, Peter.
I'm up for it, but look, we only want to end this in 45 minutes because we told you guys that's how long it would be. I'd stay on here all night long and answer your questions, right? Because guys, we're excited about where we're going, and we understand, we are firm in our direction and where we're going and what we're building here. There is no wishy-washy in this. You're not going to get some, ethereal answer that you can like read into it. We're going to give you direct answers on what we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we're doing it.
I agree 100%. So let's see, how long is the line for other tokens wanting to use Catapult?
So right now we have we have the project we're doing next. Of course, we'll have the Catapult swap token, right? And then we'll have our CNP token. So those are 3 right now. And then we have 2 other people that have contacted us about doing their tokens as well. So we haven't started to promote it yet. So there's about 5 tokens in place. But we believe once people understand and realize that we'll do a case study on True Badger. We'll get it drawn up here over the next month or so. That'll show the first time we launched, bots. Second time we launched, no bots. First time we launched, 30 million market cap, people buying in, they would have lost money. Second time with this, the way we did it, and we'll do that with the next token as well. We'll create a case study, and with those 2 case studies, we will then go out and start contacting people that are talking about launching tokens. Where we find them at? DX sales, right? Got my pre-sale going, got my pre-this going, we know where to go, and we'll start doing press on this. So we'll get a lot of press out there. If you want to launch a token, you want to do it right, here's how we're doing it differently. So I believe we'll actually have every week 20, 30, 40, 50 projects to pick from. From that, and here's the great part, guys, okay? We're going to put together an anonymous panel of people that will say, here's the 5 projects we're looking at doing, okay? And you'll be able to anonymously, through the blockchain, give us feedback on those 5 projects or 10 projects. That will be part of our decision-making of what's coming in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks in the process. So we're going to include you guys utilizing the blockchain in order to help us decide on the type of projects that we bring to the table. Because we won't take everybody. We're not list it and go. We want to make sure that the projects launching on Catapult Swap, we can't guarantee their success, but what we can do is give some type of sense that there are real people behind it. They have real technology. They have at least the ability to deliver on what they're saying they can do, and they're not going to rug pull and run off with your money, right? Those are the main things that we care about. And so some projects will make it, some won't make it. If we can take that percentage, let's say right now on a normal swap place, it's 80% fail, 20% make it. If we could reverse that and have it 80-20 or even 60-40 or 50-50, with the type of returns that people can make by getting in the early projects, it would be tremendous for anybody coming on Catapult Swap and doing any type of trade, any type of swapping with these projects.
How exciting. This is some very exciting things. Even as a part of the team, I get excited every time Peter talks. So yes, I could listen to Peter talk all night. And I challenge you guys to check out True Badger and check out what we're doing. Come in our Telegram group. check out our social media. You can find the link to our Telegram group in this YouTube feed here today. If you're watching the replay, you'll see it. You can badge YouTube. Like Peter said, we're absolutely 100% transparent. The vision is strong and bold. The story is true, and the foundation is strong. And we are excited to bring this to you guys. We are just getting started. I mean, we're just getting warmed up, and so we love coming on here. We're going to do a lot of AMAs a week. We're doing some token giveaways right now in our Telegram group. We're going to have some really fun, cool AMAs coming up over this next week. We're going to do things differently. Peter got excited because he knows what I'm talking about.
Tell him a few of them, right? But tell him some of the AMAs we got. How are we doing some AMAs differently than anyone else has done?
Yeah, I mean, if I can get you light up there. So we've got a lot of ladies on our team, right? We've got the women, the divas of DeFi on our staff, and we're proud to have them. And they're going to do a couple of interviews on Saturday, I believe it is, or no, sorry, that's on Thursday. And they're going to interview each other, which is going to be fantastic. We're going to actually show you guys one or two of the divas of DeFi that you have not seen yet, but you probably have seen around the Telegram chat, helping everybody out, doing Zoom support, and really building that bridge for a lot of new crypto users to get to their True Badger tokens through how to swap and all that great stuff. So very proud to have them come on Thursday. Saturday, it will be myself and a couple of members who are going to have a sit down and have a conversation with some Q&A. And I love doing it, just sitting down and getting a feel for the members, the token holders, who we'll shoot back and forth, and I'll have some questions for them. They'll have some questions for me, and we'll sit down and have a good time with that. A really cool one that we have coming up next week is we're gonna have some kids. The kids of crypto. We're gonna have some kids interviewing Peter and some of the staff here on crypto, the blockchain, and the whole ecosystem of the space. And you never know what's gonna happen with kids, right? They say the darndest things. Is that what they?
I think they made a show off of that one.
Yeah, I think that was a show. I just plugged somebody. So that'll be fun. We got a lot of great ideas. Again, don't miss the burn party that we have going on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. PDT right here live on our YouTube channel. Anything else, Peter, that I missed there in that lineup?
Subscribe to Cowboy Crypto. The interview's coming out 1:30 PDT on Thursday, guys. If you have people that are interested in True Badger, you can get them this AMA, but you can also get them that interview. I think when you hear the end result of after sitting down with Aaron, and by the way, guys, Aaron didn't know anything about True Badger when we started. He likes to go into it cold with no understanding of what the token is. And the questions he asked, he just did a phenomenal job and the questions that he asked. Me and Cory were okay, but I think we did good. I think we handled it. We handled it very well, and the questions that he was asked. But I think it's we haven't seen it yet. We just participated in it, right? So, might come on and we have clown hats on and stuff. They do it in the computer, stuff on there, put a mustache on me or whatever may happen. But anyway, Cowboy Crypto, go subscribe to him. Really great guy. I think I gave it away. The results are pretty good off of it, because I wouldn't be saying he's a good guy, right, if he did a bad interview.
We'll have our staff put the spoiler alert right across the screen there for you guys. And it is Cowboys of Crypto is the name of his YouTube. And I'll do an ode to Aaron, the little lizard brain with the strong gorilla arms and the diamond hands out here in the Wild West. Awesome interview, guys. Check that out. It's going to be airing on sometime on Thursday. We definitely will be marketing that out for
you. And you'll be on the right channel if you see a guy with laser eyes. That's Aaron. And again,
that's Aaron with laser eyes.
All right, yes. That's all we got, guys. Tomorrow, boom, another 50 billion tokens being given away to token holders to the community by helping us get this out there and driving this thing and moving it forward. Why give it to influencers when we can give it to the real power of this community, and that is you?